Fabio Bucatini is a squid who will put his money into basically any venture that is presented to him. With the money he made from selling jellyfish, he is ready to find more places to invest his cash. Willing to put his money into many new and different ideas, such as FTX crypto, will he get entangled in these new products? Adam Bezzles is a self-made billionaire entrepreneur and proud father of 6. With a little help from his equally successful dad, he has made billions funding and maintaining many of the companies you know and love, including Biscuit Tub, Bed Bach and Beyond, and the great Kim Jimberly's Hub and Grub. With money on his mind, we'll wait to see which fish he'll catch and which he'll throw overboard. Ross Nakes is a businessman who strives to move away from many of the environmentally destructive methods that are often used in large companies in the 21st century. He has invested in many companies offering safer, more environmentally sound and worker-friendly environments. He has had great success in these ventures, gaining a capital of over $300 million in this not yet fully saturated market. Yeung Lu Long is the youngest entrepreneur to sit as a squid. A 17-year-old prodigy who graduated at MIT and has made billions from his successful tech products and investments in various companies over his teenage years. Growing up in a financially tight household, he has learned to be wary of his money and where he puts it. Will he snag the new products or throw them into the ocean? Zach is a businessman and entrepreneur from Eugene, Oregon. His companies have been sold for hundreds of dollars. Following his run for mayor of Eugene, Oregon, he is looking to make millions of his new miracle elixir.
Hey Squids, my name is Zach Wergeland and I'm from Eugene, Oregon. Today I'm requesting $2,014 for 15% of my business. Wait, why the 14? Well, sir, that's for lunch. I'd like to eat a sandwich. Alright, okay, Squids. How many of you have kids?
I consider myself a man of many children.
So you must know more than anything how hard it is to raise a child in the current climate and economy. Well, what I have for you today is a magical elixir that has a 99.9% guarantee to help your children guarantee life. Now, what I call it is Zach's Natural All-Knowing Elixir of Infant Life, or as we at the company call it, Wonder Juice. Now, Wonder Juice is a natural compound made from snake oil, acids, chemicals, and many other good stuff that's going to help your child's lifespan and luck. Now, my product's already being sold in hundreds of Wincos across the nation and making profits in the hundreds of thousands. It's guaranteed to help your children out in this horrible economy, and I can guarantee you it tastes good too.
Wait. How can a simple drink improve someone's luck? That just doesn't sound reasonable.
Well, let me explain. So, in our locally sourced scientific studies, we found the oil from snakes has tremendous effect on the body and the brain's ability to survive. Not only that, but the oil engorges the luck gene in your body, allowing for greater effects. Now, we mixed our natural snake oil with zomzom berries from Kenya, as well as various sacred Atlantean chemicals, stuff you'd find in your own backyard, and we've made this concoction that can save lives. It's something truly incredible.
That's amazing! How did you even come up with this elixir?
Well, 5 years ago, I unfortunately had a near-death experience while climbing with my nephew. We were out on a trip, and he got trapped between two very large rocks that had him there for several days. The only way he was able to survive was by having the oil of dead snakes dripped to him for 3 days. He barely survived, but I truly believe deep down in my heart that the oil from those dead snakes is what made him survive. It gave him the luck and the durability he needed to withstand the elements on that day. And since I saw under those circumstances, I've dedicated every day to my life to making this elixir, researching the effects that snake oil can have on people, and saving lives. If my elixir can do even a fraction of what happened to my nephew that day, then I'll be happy.
I'm sorry. It's such a sad story.
Wait, you can't make that conclusion. That sounds absolutely BS. There's no way that this has any effectiveness on anybody, if not harmful effects.
Well, many have been skeptical, but after learning about our process and researching the effects and the way we do things, all have been put at ease. because I have no worries.
Okay, so how exactly are you making this?
So what we do is we take a snake, just like this one right here, and we squeeze it and squeeze it until it produces some oil, all right? And we take a big jar, just like the packaging here, and we put the oil inside, and then we throw in some fruits and some chemicals. We mix it all up with a big rock, and then we have Wonder Juice. Now, I know what you're thinking, but it is completely humane. And the snakes, just like this little guy right here, likely feel nothing.
Okay, I'm seeing like a ridiculous amount of snake liabilities already. And you're like a minute into your presentation.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. There's no way that this is real.
Oh, come on, you guys. We haven't even tried it yet. Can we have some samples, please?
Of course, this is our newest blend. It's been guaranteed to improve infant survival rates and the luck gene. And a bonus effect for you squids, it's gonna loosen your wallets. Alrighty, squids, you're in for a real treat today. You know, can you believe we get this stuff made for minimum wage? Here, I'll tell you some fun facts while I pour this stuff right here. Snake oil is the first non-FDA approved drink to be sold in stores. How about that? Another fun fact, in our factories, children love to sing songs. They have Octopus's Garden, Wonder Juice Edition, they have Gangster's Paradise. We have all sorts of songs of just snake oil parodies. You'd love it. You guys should come down to the factory sometime. As the French say, bon appetit, guys. And as the Japanese say for you two, Ohio gozaimasu.
Oh, okay, so my first reaction is that it tastes like battery acid.
So I gotta ask, how much does stuff cost to make and what's retail looking like?
Well, it's hard to say. I found it costs around $500 to $200 a bottle. I mean, I find most of my ingredients by rummaging through forests, digging through private property, diving underwater. So it can be a wide variety of things, though. We found a happy medium, though, and we're selling it around $40 a dollar at the Wincos.
Oh, I see. So what you're meaning to say is that you're stealing this from poor innocent snakes and having absolutely no consideration to what the effects may be.
Well, for your information, in our factories, we like to use the term relocation.
Relocation into factories? How would you even describe these factories to me?
Well, most of our employees are children like my nephew who understand the value of hard work and snakes, so your trouble should be gone there.
Child labor, child labor. What's the profit margin look for these employees? So you're really just gonna like brush off child labor? Is that what I'm hearing here?
I mean, it's for a good cause.
What do you mean a good cause? He's abusing snakes. He has children in his factories. He's a horrible presenter. He's been eating chips now. I have absolutely no reason to invest in this. It is essentially, I wouldn't be surprised if it's a pyramid scheme.
Yeah, alright, carpetbagger.
I'm out. That's it. I'm out. You gotta clean this up.
Okay, so unlike Ross, I'm not as sympathetic to snakes. What I want to know is numbers now. What are sales like and how much have you made?
Well, as I said, we're stocked up right now in Winco, Kohl's, my uncle 7-Eleven. I mean, we're reaching 45K of sales after 5 months of selling. Now that's good numbers, and the margins are looking up. Parents whose children are dying in freak accidents are buying a lot more of my elixir right now. Their other children are getting healthy. Right now, the market's going up. The prices staying the same. Mr. Zach's in the money. So I invest now personally.
Wait a minute. Earlier you said you made hundreds of thousands.
Well, Mr. Lulong, numbers lie. But do you know what doesn't lie? The lives of children.
But still, $2 million is still a ridiculous sum of money, given your sales. So, what are you going to use that money for anyway?
Industrial snake squeezers, more child labor, better berries. I mean, I'm looking for an empire here, something like the Greats had. I want to be up there. And I think this amount of money is more than reasonable for the incredible effects of my elixir.
Okay, I will make you an offer. I'm not going to give you the $2 million, but I'll give you $50,000 for the entire company and $14 for your lunch. Take the deal or I'm out.
Listen, I think that's going to be the best opportunity you're going to get all day here, Snake Hitler. I think you take Lulong's deal or you're out of here, and you're going to be out of here quick.
Listen, I know my worth, and for another thing, I know the power of this oil and what it can do to me. So, I wouldn't call myself Snake Hitler. I'd call myself Snake Jesus, quite frankly, and I'd like to hear more from the other squids.
Okay. Well, then I'm out. Good luck to you.
Alright, Zach, I'm gonna be quite honest with you here. What Lulong just made you was an insulting offer, but I'm willing to make you a really good one. How about this? $4 million for 45% stake in the company.
Are you insane? He's clearly a fraud. He has no idea what he's doing. Remember when you made that deal with the lobster oil salesman? There is no way that you are out of debt for that. That was a disaster. That was like, what was that, 10 million?
Okay, that was a severe and continuous lapse in my judgment.
Continuous, yeah, because you're still feeling the effects of that. And now you're making a deal with this guy.
I mean, but like, just look at all the positive effects this has on the infants.
You threw up.
Alright, I'll cut you deal. I'll loan you that $2 million at 11.2% APY with 55% royalties plus, just one of the figures every time you fail to make a payment. In exchange, I get 20% straight up equity.
What you two have produced for me are two incredible offers for my business. Can I please have a moment to call my mother?
Of course.
Hey Mom, the Squids have offered me two incredible deals. I'm just not sure which one I should take.
I told you not to call this number again.
Yeah, you make a good point. Alright. Well, yeah, Mom, I'm gonna do my best. Uh-huh. Yeah, and they're both great deals. Uh-huh. Okay, I think I know which one I'm going with. Thank you so much.
This is probably the most outrageous deal that you guys are actually going to take.
Yeah, I mean, how can you guys be so oblivious that this is clearly a scam? I mean, he even lied about his numbers.
Yeah, well, if I was me, I would try investing in this lucrative market.
He seems like a pure-hearted soul. I mean, he's doing all of this for the children. I mean, I don't even see why you two dropped out so quickly.
Hey Squids, I'm back. Alrighty. I've thought a lot about your offers, I've consulted my mother, and I think I have a plan for this. Now, Fabio, your deal is quite frankly amazing. $4 million for business of my caliber, it's tremendous money, and I think it could really grow my empire. The issue for me, though, is I don't see much room for growth. It seems very cut and dry, and I'd like to have my business to be able to expand into something. Now, Adam, your plan, I don't know what you said, quite frankly. You said a lot of words, a lot of numbers, but you seem like a wise man. I know you're like many of my evil oil baron acquaintances, and I trust you with my money. So I'm going to be going with your deal.
What? This is ridiculous! How could you take his horrible offer compared to mine? I didn't want you to have a deal with another squid. You betrayed me, Zach. I thought you were different.
Mitchell, there's a reason I didn't take your deal. And it's not because I don't want your money. It's because I believe in you. Not as a businessman, but as a human. Now listen, my wedding's in July. I want you as my best man. You're someone I care deeply about. Bring it here, pal. Bring it here. Bring it here. Welcome, business partner. When I walked into Squid Cauldron for that first time, I didn't quite know what was going to happen. I had a dream, I had Wonder Juice, and I had nowhere to sell it. But when I walked out, I've become one of the greatest millionaires in this country, I think, quite frankly. And even my greatest haters, they've graduated me from Snake Hitler to Snake Stalin, so the money's rolling in. More population to buy my product, less deaths for children. Squid Cauldron saved my life.